Welcome to another Real Dad Movement Daily Revelation. On this one, we talk about one of my favorite topics, favorite ones. I love it. Perspective. Perspective or perception. They are almost virtually the exact same meaning, but I guess the context and how you use it varies from subject to subject. Perspective. Perception creates reality. Mate, this isn't absolute. It's not opinion. It's not a matter of belief systems. And it's not even a matter of facts or history, although that clearly indicates this. But it is a universal truth, understanding that your perception, how you choose to see things, ultimately forms your reality. And look, life is a series of choices. It's that simple. Too often people forget, especially fathers, because we are busy. We just get stuck in these, not even ruts at times. Sometimes we're humming along and we're kicking ass, sure, but you're flat out. And you forget things quickly and it becomes who you are and what you do. And all of a sudden you've got a set of boundaries that you've created within yourself, a belief system, a set of rules, things that are set in stone, concrete slabs that this is absolute, that is absolute. It's almost like your rule book on life. But you all started with a clean slate, as did I. And who puts these belief patterns inside of us? Who conditions is our relationships, the environment, the schooling system, education system, your work, your career, relationships, and your kids, in your missus, and your parents? What forms these sorts of belief patterns that can hold you back? Now, the reality is you won't always be able to control what's happening to and around you, nor should you want to either. A, it's impossible. B, you'd go mad trying to. But the more important point of this is knowing that, yes, well, I can't control what's happening to and around me to a degree with certain elements, factors, and environments. I can always most certainly control how I choose to see it and the actions that I can take moving forward. You don't like your environment? Cool. You can't change it? Cool. Shift your perspective. Understand there's some sort of gift or lesson learned on either what to do or what not to do. Because I'm an optimistic man. I've had plenty of cynical people in my life and they are blessings. I feel blessed to have them in my life because at the end of the day, people who are pessimistic and live a life of cynicism show me exactly how not to live. What a beautiful gift. And look, mate, you can't have day without night. This is important. Don't shy away from the facts. Own your truth. Be open and honest in going that, yes, I can get triggered. Yes, there are things I want to control, but I can't. And ask yourself, well, where's that leaving me? Am I happy? Is it serving me? This is free will, man. Like, this is it. People forget. I'm going to write a book, Free Your Free Will. And you'll see it comes down to these fundamentals that we simply forget so easily because we get lost in the mist, lost in the clouded judgment of what is and isn't, or what has to be or what doesn't have to be. And when you get clear on that, it opens your eyes. You literally open the scope, create a new lens in which to see the world, to see opportunities, to see challenges. When shit hits the fan, I'm having a character building moment. I'm going to break through the adversities, these challenges, and I will come out on top. They haven't been here as long as you have. Realize that you are stronger than your circumstances or your adversities. You certainly are. And this is a power. This isn't a belief. This is a universal truth, but it's a power that can become your belief and it can become your truth on how you carry yourself every single day, how you choose to see things. It's your choice. And look, it's easy. It's easy to get triggered. This is hard at times. Otherwise, the whole world would be a happy place, right? And yes, we need night to reflect and understand what day is. Of course, I realize that. The greatest horrors and traumas in my life, from the multiple operations I've had, learning to walk again, losing my home, nearly being homeless, my career being destroyed, halfway around the world, being alone with my shoulder completely destroyed. These are things when at the time, incredibly hard. Yes, of course. But if you bank it, if you can bank this level of sight, optimism, love for yourself, man, to be more, to grow, to expand, sooner or later at a subconscious level, when the traumas hit, when the adversities hit, when the challenges hit, you will break through and break free from falling away, falling back, and resorting to emotions and a sense of control, which is really bitterness, anger, resentment, hate, all these things that really, it's the only thing you control now. And you've gifted the control and the ability, you've forfeited the ability to control your life to your environment, your surrounding circumstances, the surrounding people. Who would ever truly want to do that? That's the funny part. If I asked you face to face, hey, do you want to give me control? Can I mind control you? You'd be like, mate, get out of here. What are you talking about? Yeah, it's so funny. So many people do it in this world. 99% of the world does it. It's funny, isn't it? Sheeple. Eh, People want to be part of a flock. It's warm, it's cozy. I can look up while my mates look down and eat some grass. They can look up while I look down and eat some grass. Little do they know that there's some wolves in sheep clothing around them, and also that their pattern and their way of thinking is one which is unified, not through individuality, but through commonality in accepting the status quo, accepting the norm, accepting standards. Raise your standards, man. Break through the glass ceiling that you've got in your life. Break free. I'm not telling you it has to be my way. I'm telling you there is another way. Find the way that serves you. Find the methods, the people, the environment, the energy, the frequencies. Hey, I could be it. This could be it. That serves you in opening up what's possible for your life and seeing that there's always a way. There's always a different choice, a different way you can see things, a different action you can take. You're getting divorced. Okay, you're going to carry that through the courts and just have all these shackles and feel pulled back and just destroy X amount of years of your life. I've had dads in my group who've spent $500,000 and now they laugh with their ex-partners about what they wasted 8 to 9 years on. It's not easy. You will be triggered. You'll want to react instead of respond and create when you're faced with challenges, adversities, and other people, right? Pull back, breathe, take a second to yourself and ask yourself this question. Is this serving me moving forward? Is this bringing me happiness? Is adopting this perception, this line of perspective going to serve me in being the best I can? Not right now, but right now and the next present moment and the next present moment after that. And then when you ask that question, sometimes it's quick, split second. Other times it's slow. You've got time. There's some fluidity to it. But when you harness and open up to this, you get quick, you get sharp, and you get laser in your focus, your ability to draw attention, to subconsciously create the pathway that serves you best. And that's what I do. That's what I don't muck around with. That's something that I've spent decades honing in really life experiences, many, many different things. And looking back on where I was to where I am now, they're different. You can have it as well. It's possible. Perception creates reality. That is a universal truth. It is the truth, and it is whatever you want to form up in your world. And, oh, you're crazy, Al, you don't know what you're talking about. There's misperceptions, misconceptions. Well, tell that to the drug addict who's visualizing and hallucinating with green dragons flying around the room. And I'll tell you right now, that is his reality. His sensory output, smell, sight, touch, taste, hear, everything dictates what his current reality is, from which there's a belief pattern in free will as human beings. We choose to see things the way that we choose to see things. Hope you enjoyed this one. Listen to it again. Listen to this and take heed in the message that there's always a choice. You always have choices and options in life. That is what life is comprised of. It doesn't have to be one way. And the way it currently is for you also doesn't have to be that way. You can do more. You can be more. There is greatness inside you that you can reach. And it starts with opening up your perspective to the possibilities. And with that, you'll have opportunities to be your greatest version. Take care. Hit you with another one soon.